Hello everybody, today we want to explain a little about the novel Secret Garden. The Secret Garden is a novel by Frances Hodgson Burnett, first published in book form in 1911 after serialization in the American magazine November 1910 until August 1911. Set in England, it is one of Burnett's most popular novels and seen as a classic of English children's literature. So we will explain the important things from the Secret Garden novel, and we will explain about the theme and the character of this novel. The first, the theme. The theme is the main idea or the main points in the story. A theme must represent the whole part of story because the theme is a basic development of all story. The themes often explore timeless and universal ideas and are almost implied rather than stated explicitly. It is not easy to find out the theme in a novel. The reader has to read the novel and understand what the story tells about. The theme of the novel is about the magic of garden. How the theme is about magic of garden because it is hidden around the house. Even the people who work in the house know it, but they don't want to talk about it. Until Mary came to the house and met a bird named Robin. Robin found the key of the garden after the bird digged the ground near the garden. And that time, Mary found the key, but she didn't know what the key was. Until the next day, she met the bird to show the gate of the garden. Robin flew around the garden. It seems the bird saw that the key for one of the gate of the garden. After she found the garden, every day she always come there without someone new. She went there and found the garden. She invites Deacon to go there and made the garden live again. They played and planted in there. Someday they also invited Colin to go there in order to see the garden. After Colin arrived to the garden, he looked so strange and different because a pink glow of color has actually crept all over him, ivory face and neck and hands and all. So this is the reason why we say that the theme of this novel is about the magic of the garden. The second, we want to explain you the character of this novel, but we only explain the major characters of this novel.
In The Secret Garden, Mary Lennox is a protagonist and antagonist character in the novel. Deacon is a protagonist character and Colin is also protagonist character in the novel. Mary Lennox is a protagonist and antagonist in the novel. Why she is a protagonist and antagonist? First, she has an antagonist character because she is a spoiled, unpleasant and rude little girl. She has a twin body and unhappy face. Mary Lennox is troubled, sickly and unloved 10 years old girl born in India to selfish, wealthy British parents. She is primarily cared for by servants who pacify her as much as possible to keep her out of her parents' way. She grew into a spoiled and selfish girl. Mary is her usual self, sour and rude, disliking her uncle's large house, the people within it, and most of all the vast streets of Moor, which seems scrubby and grey after the winter. Secondly, she has protagonist character. She arrives in Misselthwaite Manor. She meets Martha. She is Mr. Medlock's servant. She also meets Deacon and Colin after she finds the secret garden. She can change her attitude because she is happy to play and to plant some plants there. Every day, they go there. They take care of the garden and make the garden back to life. The second is Deacon. Deacon is a protagonist character in the novel. Deacon is brother of Martha. He is 12 years old. Deacon is alternately described as a common Moor boy and a Yorkshire angel. He is both 2 years older than Colin and Mary. Deacon has lived has lived on Mizel Moor his entire life and has a uniquely intimate relationship with the land. He is described as looking like the god Pan. He has rosy cheeks, rough curly hair, and blue eyes precisely the same color as the sky over the moor. His eyes are described as looking like pieces of moorland sky, and his smell of heather and grass and leaves, as if he were made of them. When the readers first encounter him, he is sitting beneath a tree calming animals with the music of his wooden pipe. He therefore is presented as having an uncannily close relationship with the wilderness and with wild things.
The last is Colin. Colin is also protagonist character in the novel. Colin is Master Crafton's 10 years old son and Mary's cousin. He was born in the same year in which Mary was born, and the Secret Garden looks sad. Colin's father cannot bear to see him, as Colin reminds him of his late wife. The boy, because of his strange grey eyes, greatly resembles her and was born only shortly before she died. Every fears that he will become hunchback and die before he reaches adulthood. He's got a lot of reason to feel bad about himself. His dad doesn't like him. Everyone assumes he is too sick to walk, and he spends all of his time alone. So everybody, these are the two things we can explain from the novel Secret Garden. Thank you for your attention, and we hope it will help you when you read this novel.